Que lo que mi gente? Yes, I know I look crazy, but I don't look crazy for no reason. I'm about to do a co-wash and my hair is like super dry. If you guys can see right here, it's flaking and all kind of craziness going on with this head. But I am about to do a co-wash, so don't worry. But I'm here today with another video, con un otro video, because I wanted this to be kind of like a combo video, basically indicating something about your skin and then also something about your hair. Now, there has been this combination of herbs that I've been using. It's really just two, but they're super powerful. And I think that you guys will benefit a good deal when it comes to this combination. So I want to show you guys this combination of herbs and how I prepare it and different things of that nature, so that I can, you know, share this with you guys, because it's so amazing. It's working so fantastically for me or whatever, and I just want you guys to, you know, get a little piece of it and then, you know, start to pretty much create your own rendition of it if it actually works for you. So with that being said, estoy aquí con otro video. Vamos a comenzar. So we are in my kitchen, and for this video, I'm only going to be using two different combinations of herbs, or whatever the case is. The two herbs I'm going to be using is rosemary. It doesn't say rosemary, but this is rosemary. And can you guys see it? Bayleaf. I think you guys said, can you see? Okay, Bayleaf. All right, so these two ingredients right here is all we need. And basically that little tea kettle thingy, or whatever you want to call it, that I showed you guys in a later video, or an earlier video that I showed you guys in an earlier video. I'm basically going to be using this guy to prepare this, because as you can see, this is not inside of like a tea bag or anything like that. And you know, this basically gives me the ability to fill this little guy up right here with whatever I need to put in there, which would be these two ingredients. And then once I boil water on the stove or whatever and bring it to a boil, basically, I'm going to pour that water into here. And I'm basically going to allow this little device right here to just go straight down in, and for however long it needs to, until it's either the color that I want it to be, or it's you know, just soaking in there for like a few hours or whatever, to my liking or whatever the case. For this video, we will not be doing that. We'll just be letting it get like a certain color, and then we're gonna continue the video, I'm gonna shake, etc., and then we are good. So this is gonna be it. Basically, let me just show you guys how I'm gonna put this stuff in there and how easy it is. And look, get yourself one of these too, or something similar to it, because it's so convenient, crazy and convenient. But let's get to it, right? So first I got to take this off. I'm gonna move this over to the side, all right? And this is a screw top, or whatever the case is. Just screw that off. You see the inside is just empty for you to put whatever you need to put in there, and this little top just sits there like that. You can pull it up like this so that it, you know, it's not just swinging all over the place. Then I'm basically gonna open this up, or whatever. Oh, stuff is falling out. That's just my luck, guys. And I'm gonna pour some of this into here. And it doesn't have to be like, it doesn't have to be full, but I would just basically coat the bottom of it to where that it's a decent, you know, amount. that's in there. Then just let that sit like that. Get a few bay leaf leaves, particularly the smaller ones, because you want it to be able to fit inside of the little, whatever you want to call this thing, comfortably. Or if it is a larger size or whatever the case is, you can just bend it up or snap it, whatever the case is. These are dry. So you just want to like snap it or whatever, throw it in there. And it could be as many as you need for it to be, as far as how intense and strong you want it to be. My hands are ashy, like that's crazy. But yeah, you just in there, put it in there. I usually do about like, if I didn't have this, I would basically just be putting this directly into the pot of water after it comes to a boil, and then I turn the fire off. I would be putting like about 5 or 6, at most 8 of them, of the bay leaves into the pot or whatever, for that certain strength that I'm looking for. And that also contributes to the color and stuff like that once everything is all, I guess, brewed in. I don't even know if this is considered like a true brew, but you know, that's how I interpret it. So I'm gonna put this back on, or whatever the case is. Just turn that up like that, find the little channels, and then lock it, but make sure that it's secure, because if it's not, then it'll be in the water anyway, and you have to go through the whole process of trying to get it out. So yeah, once the water comes to a boil, I'll just basically pour the water inside of this little device here, this little thing here, and then I'm just gonna sit this in and walk away, pretty much. So let's get that water boiling, and I'll be right back. Hey guys, so I'm back with boiled water. I know I don't look any less crazy than I did before, but like I said, I'm doing a co-wash right now, and I'm trying to shoot this video so you guys can get some content and we can get some good information out there, so you guys could, you know, start applying these things. So as you can see, the water that's over here is smoking right now. This is my boiled water, and as you seen earlier today, well, not today, but like earlier, in the earlier parts of the video, I was already preparing this little guy right here. So now I'm gonna just put this water inside of this tea kettle. Hopefully I don't spill anything. I'm really, really good for like spilling certain stuff. But, see? So anyway, we're gonna act like that didn't happen. And I'm just putting this in here, and I'm gonna fill it. It's in to a certain point or whatever, and that should be a decent amount of hot boiling water. So let's turn this to the side so you guys can kind of see what's going on here. And now we put this inside, and we just wait until the water turns. Now, lucky for you guys, I already have some prepared because I does this. So at the end of the day, I do have some that's already prepared. I just wanted to show you guys the process of this, so that when you decide that you want to use it or utilize it in some type of way, you know exactly how to do it and save yourself a lot of stress and extra work or whatever. This was super simple. The way I was doing it before wasn't exactly complicated, but it was definitely more. I was definitely doing more. So yeah. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna wash this co-wash out of my hair or whatever, because I had to stop in the middle of it so that, you know, I can do this. But I'm gonna wash this out of my hair, and once I wash this out of my hair, we're gonna be sitting down again. All right, so I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay guys, so I'm back. Finished washing my hair or whatever the case is. You know, I gotta look like somebody's aunt before these videos is done, so there's that. But yeah, I usually try to wait until my hair, like I've noticed that my hair works a lot more in my favor if I wait until it's mostly dry. I would say like 75% dry or something like that before I start doing anything with it or whatever, as far as to like put product in or do anything like that. But like I said, this product is already done because I do this often or whatever the case is. You can't see the color of you can't really see the color of the combination of the rosemary and the bay leaf because this is in a completely red bottle. But the color that you're looking for is really like a bronzy kind of color, or like it has like a little bit of a burgundy look to it or something like that. The darker the better in my opinion. But let me tell you guys about this right here, right? So I use this in my hair, and this works wonders for my hair. Like my hair hasn't felt like, because I have fine hair, so my hair hasn't felt, you know, thick and like really strong, like it can do stuff, you know what I'm saying, in a long time or whatever. And after I started using this, maybe about give or take a week or two or whatever the case is, I was already seeing different results with this combination. And particularly the combination and these ingredients by themselves have like DHT blockers and stuff like that. My hair is not receding or anything like that, but you know, if I'm using this, then the chances of it even happening is slim to none. So I'm super proud of that. And this combination of herbs also is fantastic for your skin. And I knew that it was good for skin, but then, you know, of course, when you use something for yourself, then you get to really see like, okay, is this stuff really working for me or whatever? It might work for someone else, but not for me. So I particularly had a really good experience with this combination, putting it on my skin. The same way I sprayed in my hair, I sprayed on my body straight out the shower or something like that, or I just spray it into my hands if it's too cold or something, and then I just like rub it on my arms, my chest, and stuff like that. So once upon a time, I shaved my body hair and stuff like that, and I nicked myself. And it wasn't bad or anything like that. It was just like, okay, it happens, you know, when you shave your chest. I'm pretty sure anybody who does it, they've experienced a little nick or something like that. It's not...
I didn't feel like, oh my God, I have to go to the hospital.
It was more of a, okay, that happened or whatever the case is. Let me just, you know, put some tissue on it or something like that to do whatever. But I digress. I had a little bit of a mark there, whatever the case is. It fully healed, quote unquote, but I still had like I still had the mark or whatever, and it was like lighter than my complexion, and you know, it was there for like, I mean, that happened months ago, and it was just there. It wasn't going anywhere anytime soon, I guess. And it was just like, okay, you know, it's not a huge deal. It wasn't 100% noticeable or whatever, because it was like more in between here. But I started using this, and you know, I pay very close attention to my body and stuff like that, and what's happening with it, like what's different, what's the same, what's improving, what's different, you know, whatever. And I really didn't think that it was going to be doing a whole lot quickly, because I told you guys when it comes to like hair and skin and stuff like that, it heals and it changes very slowly. Like it's not in a rush for anyone. But I was using this for like a week or whatever, and one day I was just looking in the mirror and I was like observing myself, but not like so closely, but just kind of looking like, okay, am I dry? Like what's going on? So I ended up looking at my chest, and I'm looking and I'm like, wait, hold on. Wasn't there like a little mark here before? And this mark, I kid you not, every time I looked at my chest or anything like that, it was there. So, and this was like for months. So at the end of the day, I was kind of like, okay, well, maybe this is not going anywhere for anytime soon, which is fine. It didn't hurt. It wasn't anything that was bothering my life. So it was like, whatever, it takes its time anyway. But after a week of using that, I noticed that it was like literally completely gone. It was like my skin complexion again. And I was like, am I bugging out or something? Like I was just completely in shock. at the fact that it works so fast or whatever the case is on my skin. So I was looking for other stuff like, okay, do I have like a mark somewhere else or whatever like that? Because I want to see like, am I like, you know, kind of imagining this, or if it's something that's actually happening. Now, I didn't have any other marks, unfortunately, to test this on, but definitely will be trying to do that if I ever get one. Not that I'm going to give myself a mark, but I'm just saying, if it happens, then I'm going to apply it there and see over the course of maybe a week or so, what is it looking like? So when I seen that, I was like, wow, like this stuff is really, really working fantastically. And a lot of times I want to use something before I start bringing it to people's attention, because I want to see what the potential of it is before I start putting it out there. And then, like, say for instance, if a person asks me a question, I want to be able to answer that question without sounding like I don't really know what I'm talking about, or I haven't experienced anything in order to go in depth with a person that is asking questions. So this combination right here is so fantastic. Now, there's a couple of key things that I want to also bring to everyone's attention after making this. So I would say personally that when you make a mixture of it and you put it into a bottle or so like that, I would give it at max about maybe 2 weeks before it's time to like just pour it out and just start all over again. And if it's being kept in the refrigerator or whatever the case is, then I would say give or take 3 weeks or whatever before I would recommend you to just pour it out or whatever the case is. And then there's an even clearer indicator that you need to pour it out, because over time you'll start seeing like little white ball things just accumulate at the bottom of it. And that is considered like mold or something like that, if we want to be very specific about it. And right there,
there's really no other way of explaining how you should be throwing that out.
But yeah, so that's my recommendation for it as far as the shelf life of it and things like that. This is also something that you can drink or whatever, like a tea. It's like you're brewing it like a tea, but you can also drink it like a tea as well. So that's awesome. And it does wonders from the inside out or whatever the case is. This right here is particularly good for your upper respiratory and improving that and stuff of that nature if you're drinking it as a tea or adding it to your tea. So if you've already brewed it and you don't want to just drink it like straight, you can also add it to like green tea and stuff like that, maybe half and half or a quarter, and then the rest of it is the tea with your water. And you know, you'll have like great respiratory oil. It'll improve it, especially in small children who have like respiratory issues as far as asthma, bronchial, anything associated with the lungs not working properly or being constricted in some type of a way. This is something that really, really helps with it. You don't have to take my word for it. You can look it up, and you can look up the ingredients and what benefits that they have, and it'll tell you right there. So yes, I definitely wanted to bring this product to you guys in desperate need, because there's a lot of things going on right now with this whole coronavirus and stuff like that, and health is the most important thing ever. It don't matter how much money you have. It don't matter, you know, what your popularity is in the world or whatever the case is. If you don't have your health, you don't have a damn thing. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to leave you off with that, and I'm going to see you in the next video.